Thank you for tuning in to Hard News TV. I'm your host, Terry Lynn, and this is the channel where truth is like poetry, and sometimes people just can't handle it. Today is November 25th, 2016, and I want to bring y'all this article. Obama fast-tracks plans to take Muslims migrants rejected by Australia. Now, if you've seen my videos this past week, I've been reporting on what's going on in Europe with the raping of women, with the Muslim immigrants in Germany burning down their housing where 200 other immigrants were living because they were protesting there wasn't enough Nutella, gummy bears, and chocolate. Well, and I've tried to stay, neutral. I try to say I'm not Islamophobic. But I do believe in borders. I'm not discriminating against somebody just for who they are, but for proven past behaviors. I'm against criminal behaviors, okay? So I have a comment that somebody sent to me on one of those videos that says, unlike you, I am an Islamophobe because of what these people have been allowed to do to my country. You don't live in Germany. I do. It's gotten to the point where nobody goes out after 8 to 9 p.m. The only people you see outside at night are roving gangs of 4 to 10 of them. They beat white people up for no reason. 4 years ago, this was one of the safest towns in Germany, a city known for being suitable for young families with lots of children. Lots of parks and playground, lots of woods. Then we had 2 horrific incidences of mass rape at the indoor swimming park where girls as young as 13 years old were raped. Even the few women in their midst are animals because before you had an incident where 6 of them took a massive dump right in the pool. Place got closed down and all the water from all the interconnected pools had to be drained, and you had people from Switzerland in moon suits come and decontaminate it. Nowadays, when I drive past, there's no cars out front. It will probably go bankrupt. They ruined it because me and my girlfriend used to love that place, especially all the water slides. Even the last time we went there, I was shocked to see a non-European guy, a man of Southern appearance, as they always say in the news reports, in the men's changing room playing with himself. In retrospect, I should have reported him, but I didn't because I thought he was just some garden variety pervert. We are prisoners in our own homes after 8 p.m. I recently spoke to my friend who lives in a city of similar size in the Czech Republic. I said, just for the hell of it, we will each stand by our window while we talk and count the number of people going by. We live in the center of our respective towns, by the way. So between 10 and 11 p.m. as we were talking, he counted 12 people and I counted 0. Anytime I walk past a group of them, he put in capital letters, they always stare at me like I just popped on over from Mars or something. They always mutter among themselves in Arabic at that point. I've had incidents with their kids pulling my hair, and I've reported it to police. They told me I should cut my hair or dye it black or wear it in a beret. And I said that I should think twice about wearing sandals. I'm basically a long-haired hippie guy, and now I have the police telling me I should conform to these invaders? Why? My ancestors have lived in Europe for the past 400,000 years. Why should I have to conform to them? And people think that we actually elected Angela Merkel. We did not. Here in Germany, you only vote for a party and your specific local representatives. The chancellor is elected by the parliament, not the people. If it was really up to the people, that transvestite would never be in office. Nobody has ever seen her in anything other than a man's suit, by the way. She's thoroughly rotten to the core, and that stupid Illuminati hand gesture she makes and her constant repeating of "Das wir, yeah, right." More like "Das schaffen wir nicht." I don't know German, so The authorities are lying to us. On the website for my city, it states that there are 520 invaders, mostly children. This is not true. There are 40,000 Germans and other Europeans living here as well. If that was true, you'd expect to see 1 out of 80 people of, quote, Southern appearance here, right? So how come I go out and it's more like 25% of these invaders? You can spot them from a kilometer away because they always walk in groups and they're always overdressed. About 2 years ago, I worked with a guy from Somalia, and I'd be walking around in a t-shirt, but this guy had a winter jacket on and a turtleneck sweater. He pulled up over his nose. We couldn't believe it. When it's 15 degrees Celsius outside, all normal people are wearing t-shirts or sweatshirts, but they were wearing winter coats that they get from the Christian charity. When I visited the charity store, I was shocked at how many Muslims were there. They don't have their own Muslim charity stores. I saw a group of women in burqas getting all hyper about the shoes they had for sale. Right next to the books I was checking out. You have no idea how bad their feet smell was. Bad enough that I just left. Another way that the authorities are lying to us is the news reports. The vast majority of immigrant crime never gets reported. In a nearby town, they arrested a Muslim who had 20 crates of fireworks that he was intending to make a bomb from. They released him, and they changed the news report saying he had 2 crates of fireworks. Like Clock Boy? They arrested and released him a 3rd time saying he had 1 single firecracker in his apartment. Oh, and a homemade ISIS flag and lots of beheading videos on his computer. If that's not a damning indictment of how bad a state justice and police work is, I don't know what is. Last year, you had a Muslim that killed 6 people and mowed down dozens more by his car driving through a crowd outdoor Christmas party market up in northern Germany. The guy had a gun, a sword, and an ISIS flag in his car, yet the police stated that it was not an act of Muslim terrorism, that he was merely, quote, insane. Oh, and did I mention he was yelling Allah Akbar while he did this? Is it any consolation to the loved ones of the people who died that he was merely insane and officially not a terrorist? So what happened? They certified this guy as insane and put him in a psychiatric hospital for the low price of 80,000 euros a year to the German taxpayers. If true justice could be done, they would do him what he did to the innocent Germans shopping for Christmas presents and run him over with the car until he's dead and save the Germans this taxpayer money. Oh, Lord help me. Scum like that don't deserve to live. Problem here is that we live in Germany are weaponless. It takes a whole lot of legalese wrangling to get a gun. And then you have to be a member of a shooting or hunting club. Then there's the health requirements, which include vision. In other words, I can't get a gun under legal circumstances because I have 2700 vision without my glasses. I also have cataracts. I am practically blind, and so in their expert opinion, I have no right to defend myself. I do have an illegal gun I bought in Hungary, but that's strictly for self-defense, the defense of my family, my girlfriend, and her family. Actually, I don't ever want to have to use it. Here in Germany, you can get arrested for having brass knuckles, and the media just love to report on people arrested for this, including the mother of one of the girls who was raped at the swimming pool. The only legal weapon you have in this part of Germany is big muscles, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But can a woman have such big muscles? That's not fair, because a woman should be able to defend herself, especially since not having a lethal weapon like brass knuckles. But even having big muscles like the Hulk won't do you any good, because the Muslims always attack in groups of 4 to 10 people. I don't care how strong the guy is, you cannot fight off 10 guys at once. That's only in the movies, and it's fiction. So we've got this guy, first-hand account, living in Germany, telling us how bad it is. And we've got Obama wanting to fast-track the influx of Muslims into America before he leaves office. It says, the chairman of the House and Senate Judiciary Committees are demanding the Obama administration provide details of a secret resettlement deal in which the U.S. has agreed to take 1,800 mostly Muslim asylum seekers who have been rejected by Australia as illegal aliens. Congress only learned of the deal through media reports. Fake news informed our own Congress of what the president was doing. You don't think we need media? Congress only learned of the deal through media reports 2 weeks ago, according to a letter sent to administration officials by Chuck Grassley, Republican of Iowa, and Representative Bob Goodlatte, Republican of Virginia. The deal is not only a matter of grave national security concern, but it is also illegal. That's because it amounts to an international treaty that Secretary of State John Kerry negotiated without consulting or notifying Congress, according to Article 2, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution, according to the letter that Goodlatte and Grassley sent to Kerry and DHS Secretary Jay Johnson. Grassley is a chairman of the State Judiciary Committee, and Goodlatte chairs the same committee in the House. The rejected aliens come from terror-infested countries, including Iran, Iraq, Somalia, Sudan, and Afghanistan. Nearly 2,500 are interdicted off the Court of Australia in 2013 in accordance with that country's policy of not accepting any new waves of refugees steaming out of the Middle East. Unlike Europe, Australia effectively said no to the United Nations plan to open up Western democracies for millions of refugees fleeing not only the Syrian civil war, but conflicts in Afghanistan, Somalia, Sudan, and even countries like Pakistan that were not at war. Germany alone has accepted 1.5 million Muslim refugees and subjected itself to thousands of sexual assaults on its women and its children. So it says this is very concerning. No details have been released as how many from each country would be considered for resettlement into the U.S., which states or cities that they would be sent to, the breakdown of men, women, and children, or the state of their health. The U.S. sent teams to begin screening them almost immediately after the deal was brokered by John Kerry. So I just wanted to bring y'all this. Coming to America. Y'all please stay tuned. There's more to come. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.